video really quick and just to give you some things to think about teaching English, because I know that when people think about moving abroad, teaching English is usually the number one job that comes up when we think about those things. So here are some things to consider if you're thinking, oh, maybe I can teach English. Number one is, first and foremost, please actually like teaching. If you don't actually like teaching, I do not suggest teaching English. A lot of people do it, and I've seen this many times before, where people, they do it, but they don't really like it, but they want to get abroad, so they just jump onto it. That's not sustainable, and that's also just not fun. So if you were kind of like freaking out because you're like, oh, I don't really like teaching, but I want to get abroad, it's not the only way. I promise you that. And I'll talk more about other ways to get abroad to start working. But don't jump into teaching English if you actually don't like it. Another thing to consider, number two, is that teaching English, usually the starting pay is about $10 an hour, which is about $8 euro. So if you're thinking about coming to Europe, $10 an hour, is that sustainable? It's livable. I think it definitely, if you go to some countries like in South America, Guatemala, Colombia, a lot of places in Latin America, definitely, you can live comfortably for way less than you can, and a $10 an hour job can be sustainable for you. However, with teaching English, another thing to note is that it fluctuates a lot. Because teaching English is like a secondary priority for many people. I mean, people do need it for their job, or they want their kids to know, but it comes second. It's like an extracurricular activity. So you want to make sure that that you compensate. You're gonna have like high seasons and low seasons. Usually at the beginning of the year is a high season because everyone's, New Year's resolution. They want to learn English. They want to get better. Usually by the end of the year, when the holidays start to come, that's when you might see drops in your clientele or students showing up, because they're thinking about the holidays. They might want to be saving expenses, yada yada yada. So keep that in mind. In teaching English, it goes up and down. Also, not everyone's I have so much to say actually, but I want to make this video like 5 minutes or less, and I can make more videos. Also know who you want to teach. If you're going to start teaching English, know if you want to teach adults or if you want to teach children. There are more opportunities, I think, to teach children online. And I think in person too. So if you're good with kids, then teaching kids English could be a very profitable niche for you, because not everyone likes to do that. Most places you're going to need your teaching English certification. There are lots of places to get your teaching English certification. Check Groupon first, or check the Facebook groups, because there's a lot of people that have gotten their certification for very low cost. I think in like maybe 5 years ago, it would have been very expensive to get your certification, but now it is not the case. Also, it also taking into consideration, quality. If you have no idea about teaching and you don't know what to do, then paying a little bit more for your certification might be beneficial. Because that program will probably teach you exactly how to teach. If you already kind of know how to teach, like I was a teacher. If you already kind of know how to teach, you already know what you're doing, you just kind of need like the basics, then you can probably go to purchasing a certification for low cost. Okay, so that's just a little information. I'll be sharing more. Please pop in the comments any questions that you have.